Beers of the world is a bit of a passion of mine. I love to imbibe. I like to paint and cook, entertain people. I like easy New Year's resolutions, ones that aren't really a chore. A lot of people give something up, but I prefer to take something up. Which doesn't really sound like a lot, 512 months, but say if you skip a couple, then you've got to catch up. So, not that it's a chore, it's fun and I'm really enjoying it. It's just a silly little New Year's resolution to watch more than one film a day. So at least, you know, I try 2 a day and then I can have a day off occasionally. Sunday Too Far Away was a bit of sort of a reflection of sort of the country Australia that I grew up in. My dad was a shearer, so I identified with a lot of that, and there was a lot of the sort of rough drinking shearing men, and I'd sort of glimpsed that and not really been part of that, and I suppose it was just revisiting it.
The town's chock-a-block full of stinking shearers on strike!
Yeah, that ochre Australian reflection. Alright, see you and have a good day.
Have a good day.
I'm a chef, but I stay home and look after my kids at the moment. That's my main job, caring. We met when we were teenagers, and yeah, the classic teenager love story. The first film I took Anna to, or we went together as a couple, was The Year My Voice Broke, which was, yeah, it was nice because it was a sort of a love story, and we were having sort of a love story off screen.
When you come to, you'll find that you're extremely keen on me.
It was a coming of age thing, and it was, I suppose it was just perfect, and I've always remembered it.
Don't your parents give you a hard time about it? Liar.
Late at night after I've put the kids to bed and everything's quiet in the house, and yeah, so I like to get everything perfect and make a cup of coffee or something, and yeah, curl up on the lounge. The first film I saw without my parents in the cinema was Mad Max 2. My brother James and I went to see it. I remember it was a big occasion, and we were free. Yeah, and I just love that sort of post-apocalyptic world, and I think I probably secretly wish there was sort of an apocalypse, so I could have joined Mad Max and his and his friends. Yeah. I thought watching 500 movies might be easy over the year, but I found it's probably a little bit more difficult than I thought. I've almost cleaned out my local library of titles, and my brother has an extensive DVD range, and I've almost gone through all of that. It's probably less than half, I'd say, are really good movies. If people knew what made a good film, they'd probably try to make them every time they made one. So it's one of those things that, yeah, it's very difficult to define.